Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? Welcome back to Through the Keyhole. In this series, we take a look at a number of player camps that are found in and around Fallout 76 to get a little bit of inspiration and a few ideas for our own camp builds. Usual disclaimer, these are not my builds, they're just camps I've come across via the player vending system in-game and thought they were cool, so I thought I'd share them with you. So, without too much further ado, let's jump in and take a look, shall we? Okay then, so camp number 1, we are just outside of Somersville, just on the bridge here as you can see, and it's a camp that caught my eye because it does a couple of things that are a little different, which is really cool. Got a kind of trading hub type deal here, and it's just built on the end of the bridge here and using the structure as a starting off point, which is quite cool. The decoration is particularly on point, which I really like. A lot of people seem to be using that Nuka-Cola staircase at the moment, which is fine. Not really something I'm a big fan of, but it's very prevalent at the moment. Take a little swing around the other side. You can see it still carry along the road here, right through the middle of the camp, which is pretty cool. Nice open doors there. Interesting that they've put the garage door there, but it's way bigger than the actual entranceway, which is a little different. But we've got a very cool trade post and sort of counter here for the camp's owner to hang out in when they're doing business, which is cool. Little area downstairs with their power generator in it. Nothing particularly interesting down there, but just a pity. I was kind of hoping I was going to find out they'd use the underside of the bridge as well, which would have been quite cool. But nonetheless, very cool build. The decoration is definitely on point. Plenty of player vending down here, nice and easy to access. Head on through the stairs, through the door rather, and up the stairs. I do like that they've managed to get a door on both ends of the stairs here. It can be done, but it's kind of difficult. We've got a floating bookcase there, which is an interesting achievement. I guess it's sitting on top of the chemistry bench, which is different. It's quite a cool idea, though. Get some shelves up on the wall. I like it. Nice little bit of decoration in the sort of bedroom living space. Plenty of magazine racks. Need a little top up, but I'm sure they'll get there. But nice little homely space that's out of the way. Out into a nice little hangout area on the balcony here. A decent view over what was once Somerville Lake, anyway. Nice little bar area here, which is quite cool. Used bookcases again to make this, which is quite prevalent in this particular build. It's very cool. Looks quite good. I do like the decoration as well. Using the display cases there. Nice little place to chill out. Catch some of the nice Appalachian summer weather. I'll head on back downstairs. The detail in this is what's really cool, I think. There's lots of really fine little details and really cool little bits and pieces adding to just the overall look of the build, which is really cool to see. Really brings it to life. So all in all, a very nice, really unique location to be building as well. It's somewhere that you just wouldn't think of, or most people just wouldn't think of, which is quite cool. I like it a lot. Simple structure, but with really good decoration. So, on to camp number 2. And this one is down in the Mire. We're right by Harper's Ferry, actually. So, managed to catch some good weather here. Even more impressively, they've got quite a lot of trees out here, and the frame rate didn't crash through the floor, which is unusual, and definitely a bonus. Comedy Day keeps the hunger away. Question is, does that mean that they're in favour of communism, or against it? I didn't notice a communist electron, so I'm guessing against, but there we are. Nice little bit of the AstroTurf out front, and grassy area for their player vending. A couple of workbenches out here as well. Head on into the main building. It's a bit of an odd sort of structure, this one. From the outside it's not particularly striking, but the inside's really quite cool. I like the decoration, I like the shape. It's very different. It breaks up the boxy shape, does just put some interesting angles and mixes things up, which is really cool. Got the curtains on display there, which is always good. Definitely a good addition to the camp system recently, that one. Head on through. I like this little workshop as well. Got a nice steel door there, which gives it a nice workshop vibe, and they've kept the bare stone and rough walls as well in here. Along with a couple of accented walls for the brick walls there, makes it really cool. Keeps that workshop vibe really nicely. I like that a lot. Nice little seating area there. Chill out. Very clean looking. Head around the corner. I do like those icicles. I've yet to find the occasion to actually use them, but I did pick them up not so long ago, so I'm quite happy about that. They do put out a nice neon blue light if you're looking for that sort of thing. Nice little bathroom in here. The facilities are a little Spartan, perhaps, but I do like the solution to a problem. In doubt, move your pause cabin inside. Why not? At least it won't get shot at, which seems to be quite a common event at my camps. And we head back on up the, once again, Nuka-Cola stairs, which I don't think quite fit in this build personally, but each to their own. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Not quite so much decoration going on up here, but sort of, from the look of it, I would say they're probably pretty close to the build limit here, not least all because of the trees out front. But Ally has got a nice little room here, a little space for themselves. Another little hangout area, sitting area here with TV on the go. Definitely need to get hold of those. Bedroom tucked in the side. Not a lot going on here. A little small, but again, if they're that close to the build limit, which I imagine they probably are, squeezing the extra decoration in might be a bit of a challenge. But it's got a nice kind of homely vibe. It's a different shape. A little bit unfortunate with the texture flickering going on there. Maybe one of the older style of roofs rather than those newer ones might have done the job a little better. Possibly an angled one. We'll swing back around. Neon sign giving a nice little splash of light and colour there, which is cool. Old possum sign over the stairs. That's good thinking. Didn't notice that on the way up, obviously. That's quite cool. Nice little detail on the way down. And there we go. Do like the dark wood floors as well. Go quite nicely with the blue wallpaper. These plain ones I'm not such a big fan of personally. They're not that interesting, but they do add a little bit more colour and a little bit more interest than just the plain walls. Particularly the brick walls are kind of, well, grubby and horrible inside, so a little bit of wallpaper makes a lot of difference there as well. A nice big welcoming billboard over the entrance as well. All in all, quite a nice little interesting shaped, homely looking build. So, on to build number 3. And we are in the hills just above the White Spring here. This place, quite a lot of people build this. I see a lot of camps here. This one's kind of less cohesive in a way, but it's kind of cool. I like it. They've used the edge of the ground here as a part of their fortifications to kind of increase the height of them quite naturally, which is quite cool. And rather than just building a solid wall all the way around, which probably would have eaten up a vast amount of concrete and probably the budget as well, they've just spaced out some of these barricades, which is a cool effect. It gives the impression of the perimeter of the camp, which is quite cool. Not necessarily that defensible, but with the massive turret stand there, I'm sure that does the job anyway. We head around the back. I'm guessing Beckett's bar here is a temporary setup. It's tucked on the back here. A little deceptive with these Vault Boy standees. Most people use them to point to their player vending, and the player vending is kind of blends in here, which is quite cool actually. We'll see it in just a moment. You can see through the trees here, you can just about see that the concrete walls do carry on down that side as well. A little swing inside. I'm not the biggest fan personally of these sort of turret stand approaches, using the staircases there, things like that, but they are effective, and to each their own. So it does indicate the perimeter of the camp quite well and defend that angle. I imagine that's where they get most of their attacks from, so it's probably quite handy to have that there. Nice little building there with the generators, nice and secure, which is always a sensible move. Could have done maybe a little bit more with that, but again, if they're close to the build budget, that could be challenging as well. Swing down the slope a little bit here and have a look at what is, I think, the pièce de résistance of this particular camp, which is this main central area. You can see on the back there behind the tent they've got that little bit of space behind it that they've made good use of, which is really, really cool. Look around the corner here and have a look at the front. A little bit of corn growing out the front. Cracking view from up here. Guard post's not really providing much protection, but it does provide a nice place to stand up and get a nice view out over the pretty much the whole forest region, which is really, really cool from up here. A little swing around the front. You see they've got the power armor station on its own stand there, which is nice. Water purifier right next to the resource extractor. If I remember rightly, that'll be a lead one there. Quite a popular spot, as I say, this one. Full display cases, all the workbenches you could ever need. We've got the collectron station facing the back of the platform here, which is quite cool, a bit different. Guard post blends in quite nicely there, almost disappears from sight because it fits so well, which is quite cool. And I love how much they've managed to squeeze into the tent here. It'd be challenging sometimes building inside these things, but they managed to get a lot of workbenches, a lot of detail in there, which is really, really cool. Really nice vibe. Nice to see a tent-based camp rather than a house-based one as well once in a while, which is very cool as well. Take a little swing back around and get another quick look at the back of this on the way past. We've positioned that guard post really well, actually, looking at it there. The way the barbed wire just sort of wraps through the fence and around the wooden beam without clipping is quite nice, actually. Or they've made it look like it doesn't clip, rather, which is really cool. See all the stuff on the back of the tent there that really uses that space to its maximum effect and creates a really complete, busy-looking little area, which is really cool. Imagine those lights provide a nice bit of illumination if you're moving down that hill in the dark. All in all, a very nice job. And on to the final camp, and this is a little different in a number of ways, not least of all because I don't normally go for White Springs camps. It's one of the better ones I've actually seen at the White Spring. It gets attacked a lot, this particular position, but it's a really, really cool design here, and really, really nice to see. Normally the White Springs golf course, people are just chucking something down in a convenient location, and this is really... somebody's gone to town on this one, which is really, really cool. I really like the fact they've put the wallpaper on the outside. The inside looks quite nice as well, but it gives it a nice little splash of colour and a different tone and feel, which is really, really cool. Makes for a very unique camp. And with the golf course as well, and the wallpapers on the outside, it makes the clean white picket fences look like they belong as well. A lot of the time you'll find they're just a little too clean, don't look like they fit in, which is unfortunate, but in this case they work really well, which is nice. So we've got different buildings for each use as well. Everyone has got its own separate structure, which is cool. Not very often I find camps that really pull that off, so it's quite nice to see it here. Little semicircle design as well. Making them best use of all the different wallpapers they can as well, which is cool. A little swing around. No stairs on these, which is unusual. Doesn't actually stop you getting in and out. Getting stuck on the vault boy does stop you getting in and out, but what can we do? So, little chemistry and cooking station tucked in there. Maybe a little more decor in some of these might be cool, but all in all, I really like the look of this. The illumination, all the neon and the signs and everything all outside give it a really busy, lived-in, completed camp look, which is really, really cool. A little brewing station in here. Picture of the White Spring at the back. And this little structure here is actually one that's already in situation, which is quite cool. It's one of the random white structures we find knocking around the golf course area. This one you can actually get inside, which is cool. Unfortunately, they don't seem to have done a vast amount with it, which is a bit of a pity, really. Especially with this sort of almost janitor's closet of an entranceway. It would have made for a very, very interesting thing to incorporate into the build a little more. Especially you can hang out here and have it as a kind of office space. But unless I'm much mistaken, those chairs might be an addition. I'm not 100% sure, but for the most part, it's just the basics that are already here. So I would have liked to have seen a little bit more done in here, but it is quite a cool little thing to include in the build. I like it quite a lot. Swing on around, you see we've got all the water purifiers tucked out the front here. Nicely fenced off. Making good use of that bin as well, that's already in situation as well. Just to dish out freebies that they don't need, so anybody who comes by can just help themselves. Really like what they've done with these vending huts as well. Just tucking the vending inside the doorway and then covering it up, making it a little bit more interesting, a bit more unique. Seen a couple of people doing similar sorts of things recently, which is pretty cool. This is another very, very cool, unique take on it. As I really like the fact that everything looks so different because of the different wallpapers on the outside. Good thinking. Pop open this garage door. A little nosy in here at the crafting area. Squeeze in beside the generator. Not a lot of space in here, but everything you need. Doesn't take up too much room. And you can see the back of the vending stations on the other side there as well, which is cool. Use the quantum signs just to cover up the top of the door and create that top lintel, or lower the top lintel effectively, which is quite cool. And Beckett's wandered off because this place got attacked about 3 times when I was looking around. All in all, a nice little semicircle sort of walk around camp with a little street in it and a very unique take. And really nice to see a cool camp at the White Spring as well. So, I do hope you folks enjoyed that one. If you did, please do hit those buttons for me, so it's very, very much appreciated. Social media links down in the description as well if you want to catch up with me on Instagram, Twitter or Facebook. And if you really enjoy the content, please do consider becoming a channel member as well via the blue join button. The support is humongously appreciated. Loads more information down in the description as well if you want to have a look at that. And if you haven't already, keep an eye out for the live streams as well. The little notification bell will let you know whenever I go live, so you can catch us playing a little bit of Fallout 76, a little bit of Mass Effect, and a few other bits and pieces coming up as well. For now, thank you very much for watching. I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.